everyone, it's me Jen from EmJustLikeYou, and today I'm going to be doing a video on these. So many of you guys have actually requested for me to share with you how I purchased pre-owned or pre-loved bags. So these are the vintage Chanel. So this is the one that I've shown you in my handbag collection, and you guys wanted to know more about it. But this is a new beauty that I just bought in caviar. No, I'm actually not going to be keeping both of these. This is actually going to be going to a nearby home, but I just purchased this caviar one recently. So that's why I am inspired to do this video, to kind of share with you guys how I purchased it and what I go through in my thinking process in purchasing a pre-owned bag. So when I purchased this, I already knew exactly what I wanted. So the main thing is, when you're purchasing a pre-owned bag, you want to either know what you want, or if you see one, you have to give yourself time to do all the research you can on the bag prior to purchasing it. So the best advice I can give you is, if you see a bag that you like, a type of bag, a color, a seasonal item, something like that, do your research prior to searching around to buy the bag. So the research that I did, which I'm going to put in the info box below for you guys, is a really great article. It tells you the different series of the flat bag. So the first thing you want to do when you're searching for a bag that you want is go to Purse Forum. You open an account, it's free, and you go in there, and there's millions of women in there that just know so much about handbags. They know the type of grain that is made during a seasonal time, or let's say a certain color bag. They know which color is in which season and when they came out with what, and it just helps you so much when you're purchasing. So with this bag right here, inside the serial number, which is the number that tells you, each bag has its own identity, and in the serial number, it has a certain amount of numbers. Chanel has a certain amount of numbers. If you have more than that number, it is not a real bag. And if there's a certain number, if it starts with the 0, 1, 2, that's like the older bags. That's the type of series it is in. So these two bags that I have here are both in the 3 series. So that means it could be made in 1994 to 1995. Or even sometimes it could be made in 1993. So it kind of tells you the history. It tells you during that series of that bag how the bag looks. So the flap here is more across. The new ones has a bigger dip on the sides. Also with these, the hardware of the chain as well as the turn lock is made out of plated 24 karat gold. So that makes it heavier. And also what makes it different from the bags now is the fact that when you open it, there isn't a double flap. The double flap was added later on due to the fact that people saw a little bit of a bend in the back of the bag that kind of like swoops down a lot more because there wasn't enough structure. With the new bags that are made out of lambskin or the caviar, they've noticed that it's a lot softer, and so what happens is it starts to lose its shape. So that double flap was made for structure-wise, to give it like a harder backbone. But there are so many out there that are made with just a single flap, made later. So if you like the single flap for convenience, do your research, find the single flaps, see what type of series it was made in between, so that you can kind of narrow it down. What is different about bags like these is that the inside of the lining. So my lining is black. Okay, it's black leather, see? But if you were to be purchasing a series number around 4 to 5, which is made in 1997, there is a collection where the inside is a burgundy leather. So that's gonna help you identify, as well as to see, okay, you know what, this matches with this. That means this bag is legit. I knew exactly what to look for. I knew that the caviar had a piping around it versus the lambskin, which is the one I have previously, did not. And if I was to see a caviar that didn't have the piping, I would kind of question it. And then questioning it, I would also look at the serial number to match it up. Now, of course, if you feel like this is just too much work, looking at the serial number and then looking at the zipper, because each brand buys different types of zippers, and a person that knows how to authenticate a bag, they would take a picture of the zipper and you will see the indentation like YX or ZZ and you'll know if that correlates with your brand of the bag that you have. So all these little details that they kind of tell you, it kind of helps you authenticate it yourself. But I wouldn't purchase a bag until I authenticate it on Purse Forum. There is actually an authenticated sticky page that you can go on, post a picture, post a link of where you're getting the bag from, and that's the easiest way, and someone's gonna authenticate it for you. Now you can't also just trust that, so it's all about judgment. I'm not telling you guys to go out there, purchase whatever based on what I'm saying, but it has to be all about your judgment and how much you educate yourself on the bag that you're purchasing. There are a lot of shops that you can shop pre-owned bags. There's Bella Bag, there's Farfetch, there is Mallory's, there's Fashion File. There's so many reputable pre-owned or vintage or pre-loved sites that you can go to purchase your bag. But keep in mind with those, I feel like they have a wider variety, which is great. But the only thing is I find that because they need a profit as well, because they have to, you know, run a company, the price is not as great. But it's a great way for you to find something that you really want, or it also can help you compare pricing to a listing that you're trying to buy. So I purchased my first one, which is this vintage one, my baby, on eBay. My experience with this seller was amazing. I would recommend her 100%. She's an older lady that is in Las Vegas. She is a genius, okay? She gets these bags, I don't know where, but she's really good at telling you every single detail. Even any scuff that she can see, you might not be able to see, she still tells you about it. And on top of that, the way that she packaged the bag, it just looked brand new, even though this was made in like the 1990s. She put so much thought into it, and I find that her pricing is pretty good because most of her bags are just mint condition, pristine, almost new, even though it was made in the 1990s. She also has bags in the 2000s as well as modern brand new bags. I will link her shop on eBay in the info box below for you guys to check out, but definitely let her know that I sent you. My name is Jennifer and that I am from EmJustLikeYou, just so that she knows that I love her shop that much to recommend. I'm not getting anything from it, because I did purchase this like 5 years ago. She probably don't even remember me. So with this one, it's this calf skin. So you want to make sure, you know, it depends on your price range. There are some that are going to be dented in, and just the structure is not as well anymore. It's kind of sloppy. So that's going to be a lot cheaper. So you want to see like, okay, if someone's buying a bag that looks just like this one, which is in pristine mint condition, and the price was, let's say, $3,700 or $4,000. If you see one for $23,000 or $2,300, don't jump the gun and buy it. There has to be something wrong with it. Do your research. That is the main thing. Know the price market for the bag at the moment. I know there are also Instagrammers that sell bags on Instagram. There are a lot of reputable ones as well, but with those you want to be more cautious. Because it's going through PayPal, there isn't as much security-wise in refunds and returns. So make sure you ask about their policy on return and refunds, and just make sure that you're being covered. I find that the best places to buy is eBay, because eBay is a big company where you can complain and try to open a claim ticket if something went wrong with your bag. Another thing about shopping with eBay is that in order to not only know that your bag is being authenticated on Purse Forum, but you also want to see how legit this person is. Please always ask questions. Email them. Ask them as many questions as you would like. I want to see more photos. I want to see every single corner. I want to see the inside. Can you please show me a video of opening and closing the zipper? It's not asking too much because you are purchasing such a high-end, high-price item. You also want to judge the way that they reply to you. If they just brush you off, probably that's not going to be the great bag for you. You want someone that is knowledgeable as well, and they care about your business because you are purchasing a high-price item. Another thing on eBay is checking out what types of items this person has sold. If this person has one Chanel bag to sell to you, but they've only been selling socks or been selling electronic, or they've been selling everything that's under 20 bucks, I would not purchase from this person. But if the seller that you're looking at has been selling Valentinos, Louie Vuitton, stuff like that that are higher items and they've been getting really great feedbacks, then yes, they are a lot more reputable. And also checking the number of sales and purchases they've made. If they've been only making purchases but no sales, that's kind of iffy. But if they've been selling thousands and they have 100% feedback, yes, this person is legit. So it's all about being smart. I'm gonna put in the info box all the links where I did my research and what I've read up on, where I feel like it helped me a lot in purchasing and just like narrowing down what type of bag I want that is best for me. So not only with Chanel, but there's other bags like Louie Vuitton. They do not treat their leather. That's why when you first get it, it's like this pale color. And as you use it more, it becomes patina, which it means through sunlight, through the oils of your skin, it starts to coat the untreated leather and it becomes like a golden color. Now there's tricks to just, looking to see if it's a legit Louie Vuitton because they do not treat their leather. But overall, I'm gonna just say it to you right now. I think Louie Vuitton and any other type of brands I can think of on the top of my head, I feel like it's so much better for you to just purchase it in the store brand new, save up a little bit more versus actually purchasing it pre-owned. Unless it's a limited item and it's so hard to find, then yes, do your research. But I feel like those items do depreciate and the pricing isn't as good and you can't really resell the bags at all. It's not an investment versus Chanel. I think with Chanel, the price goes up. I feel like obviously 10-15 years ago this bag was not for $4,500, and now I purchased it for $45. So that means, the price goes up. This is an investment bag. If you can take care of your bag and you like collection items, this is the brand for you, you guys. You buy pre-owned Chanel and you earn money. That's how I justify it. All right, so if you guys want to know more about these bags, any other questions, put them in the comments below. I'll definitely answer them. And also, if you're in the search for a bag and you want to get my input, definitely message me on Facebook, on social media, on any type like Instagram, Twitter. I would love to help you out on purchasing your pre-owned bag. I think it's just such a great journey, and when you get the bag, it just means so much more versus like going out to the store and just purchasing it. And I find that the more you know about your bag, the more you appreciate it, and the more I feel like it's justifiable for the price, and you just feel more fulfilled, like when you have it. I know it's so like, oh my gosh, it's just a handbag. Why is she going on and on? But I find that it's just like a piece of history and it's just such a great item. I love it. Alright you guys, I hope you guys enjoy watching this and that you learned a little bit more or took some of the advice that I had. I know this was probably all over the place just because I didn't really know how to even do a video like this. It was just kind of hard. But if you want a more detailed video where I actually show you the website I go to, what I click on, what I kind of talk through what I think about each bag, I will do that. I will do a video where the screen will be like the eBay screen and I'll go through bags and stuff like that. I'd be happy to do that, but I just didn't want my channel to become a channel where it's all about handbags and designer things. It's still a beauty channel, so I just want to focus on what I think you guys like. So let me know what you like, and thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!